Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. So this video is being done outside of my typical posting schedule, and there is absolutely a reason for that. Today, I've been receiving huge energetic downloads and messages about just the bigness of this energy that we're in right now. And essentially, we are in a sort of portal where a huge timeline shift either has taken place for you or very soon could take place for you, depending on how you manage or act upon this energy. So my guides were really asking me to come through and share about these massive potential timeline shifts taking place, as well as what they're calling the 9-9 portal, which is funny because I am planning on actually posting this video approximately at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it will actually be on September 8th. And we will see how we do on the timing because it's about 8:20 as of when I am starting to record, and I will need to get it uploaded. So I might be kind of overshooting it a little bit here, but regardless, there is a really powerful 999 kind of energy. And even just with that first message, I'm going to look up the angel number 999 to share with you. Yeah, okay, so 999 signifies completion and new beginnings. It urges trust in the process of life, brings closure to relationships and careers, and encourages reflection and growth. Embracing change, practicing non-resistance, and remaining open-hearted are key. And by the way, that is coming from a quick Google search that I did of that number. I sometimes simply like to look up these numbers to pull through some insights that I can feel drawn to just in the search results. So I know everyone kind of has their own process for deriving personal meaning from angel numbers and repeated numbers, but that is very often my personal process. Anyway, I want to just share some information on what is going on here. By the way, if you're feeling it, let me know in the comments. I love that community aspect to our space here on YouTube, and you are all co-creators here on the channel. You can also feel free to subscribe if you do want to transmit your energy in a more powerful way. This can often help me to be able to channel more specifically for you, both here in this video and in future videos as well. So the first thing my guides want me to talk about is how this timeline shift has the potential. And I say the potential because, again, a major message coming through is it's very important how you respond to or handle this energy. And I'm actually going to write down that word non-resistance because I feel it's going to come up later in the reading. So I'm going to keep it here for reference. You might feel guided to write that down somewhere as well, because non-resistance is one major key term when we're talking about how to manage this energy in order to shift onto this timeline through the portal that is now opening to us. Because as we know about energetic portals, portals are like doorways, but we have to manage the energy in certain ways within those portal timeframes to actually take the hit from the energy, so to speak, to actually allow ourselves to shift in certain ways. And of course, there's no lack mentality around this. There's no pressure because new portals are constantly opening up. But if you have felt drawn to this video, I feel it's because there's a strong significance for you around this 9-9 portal specifically. And so your guides might be trying to get through to you some information on how to properly utilize the energy around this portal to shift more into your desired reality. I'm also getting the term quantum leaps. So my guides are saying that in an attitude of of non-resistance. Sorry, I was a little distracted because I'm also writing down quantum leaps, and I don't normally write down terms as I'm channeling, but I'm really feeling guided to do this. Again, this might be something you feel guided to do as well. But my guides are saying that non-resistance opens the way for quantum leaps, for seemingly exponential shifts in your physical reality. So let me go ahead and reshuffle. There's also something about timelines and releasing specific time frames when it comes to your life, because part of non-resistance here is not being so overly tied to a particular outcome or time frame that you lose that state of surrender, that you lose that state of non-resistance, and you start trying to control or manipulate. But manipulate is a word that has a lot of very strong negative connotation. And in this context, I mean the word manipulate to be artificially trying to control the energy to work within an imagined or constructed strict time frame or strict attachment to specific outcomes, as opposed to surrendering, maintaining that state of non-resistance, and simply allowing the energy to flow as you focus on the vibration internally. So that's going to be another major key theme as well. And I'm going to write that down. Focus on vibration internally. Because there is a channeling and directing of energy taking place here, or that must take place if you are to work with the energy of this portal and take the shift. See, I just lost my voice there for a second. So there's something related to your throat chakra happening here. Typically, that's something that I would want to edit out, but I'm going to leave it in because I feel it signifies a throat chakra shift happening for a lot of us. It's almost like we are metaphorically clearing our throat in order to speak with more power and clarity. And when I say speak, I don't just mean our literal conversations. I mean the way that we create in the world. And so I am going to be shuffling. I saw clouds in my mind's eye, and this could be part of maintaining that attitude of non-resistance. They often say when you're entering into a meditation to imagine that your conscious thoughts are like clouds passing by on the sky, where you are aware that there are thoughts, but you're simply allowing them to pass through you. Maybe this is part of your life, allowing things to just float, to be what they are, and finding the power in that. But for others of you, I'm picking up that this is almost like when you're a child and you use your imagination to imagine what the shape of a cloud might look like in your physical reality. It's almost like you're channeling this inner child energy to take something very abstract, to take the clay of life, so to speak, and to mold it through your imagination into something. And you are drawing upon your inner child in the process of this. So maybe I'm speaking to someone about your process of creating or doing something very specific in your life. And know that your inner child seems to be playing a really strong role in this, allowing yourself to daydream, seeing that I'm hearing reality can be interpreted in so many different ways. Just like the same two people could look at a cloud and see entirely different things within that cloud. You can use the power of your imagination and your mind to mold the clay, the material that you are given, into whatever you imagine that it could be. You are completely unlimited in your ability to do that. I'm hearing acting on the creative urge. And again, I'm going to write that down as well. Maybe I am writing all this down because this will appear in the description box or possibly in the thumbnail of this video. But anyway, so acting on the creative urge, allowing it to occur to you naturally, but then when you receive the impulse, taking action. So much about your life recently has been learning how to hear for that creative impulse within yourself and to act upon it in the moment without questioning it, without needing to justify it or rationalize it or overthink it, simply taking that creative impulse and taking action. Now, it's funny because that is exactly how this video was created. I was going about my day and I suddenly got the impulse to do this, but logic would have told me it didn't really make sense because, again, it's outside of our typical posting schedule. It's a random Sunday night. It's getting somewhat late where I am, and yet the urge to create this video was so strong, and I really didn't even know what was going to come through. I just hit record and started speaking. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I feel this very closely mirrors the way that someone here is creating. Again, it's like your inner child is daydreaming and visioning. You are internally focusing on the vibration, and we're going to get into that. And then allowing those creative impulses, those what my guides are calling creative urges, to spring up naturally and having the courage to take action on them when they occur to you. Now, I am getting that it's interesting because non-resistance and surrender almost seems contradictory to the message of focusing and channeling the energy internally, but these things are not contradictory. I'm hearing you are creating a foundation, you are creating a framework energetically that is supporting you, and then you are allowing yourself to act upon the creative urges that naturally arise up within you after you've created that framework. This is almost the literal embodiment of your healed divine masculine and divine feminine energy, because it's your divine masculine that is the framework, that is the structure, that is that focusing and channeling of your vibration internally. But the emphasis here is you are focusing internally on creating the energy within yourself that matches the life that you want to live, the relationships that you want to have. And then you are surrendering as to exactly who that's going to be, how it's going to show up, what it's going to look like. And the divine feminine aspect of this is that creative urge. It's acting on those impulses to create. And in that creative process, that is your healed divine feminine in action. So we can really see here this interplay between your internal divine masculine and divine feminine. And it's almost as though you are drawing upon everything you've learned so far. And I do feel you've really been a student of spiritual material, so much so that now you are an expert or a teacher. So you've been learning and absorbing and taking in so much information that now you've reached this level of being an expert in the sense that you are now meant to be living the embodiment of all of that. I'm hearing it's the shift from learning into being. So maybe for someone else as well, this is a message of, rather than feeling the need to continue gathering information about something, to allow yourself to now recognize yourself as an expert and to step into the embodiment of everything you've been learning so far. So this could be in your art, your music, your business. It's like you've gathered all the tools, you've gathered all the resources, the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience, and now it's time for you to be living the embodiment of those things. Again, acting on those creative urges or impulses as you continue cultivating the vibration internally. Now, I know this cultivating the vibration internally can sound kind of vague, but I'm getting the word routine connected with this. So although this might sound vague, it only sounds vague because it's going to look very different in specific terms from one person to the next. But you will intuitively know what this is for you. And in fact, you are most likely already doing these kinds of routine things that allow you to focus this vibration internally. So for some of you, this might be meditating in the morning. This might be something you do while you're sleeping. Maybe this is a visualization exercise, yoga, getting out into nature, playing music, doing artwork. There's something that I feel you do on a daily basis, if not daily, it's a very, very routine basis that allows you to channel energy in a focused way internally. And this is creating that energetic framework that we were describing that then sets the stage for those creative impulses to arise within you that you are meant to be taking action on as they come to you. But again, the balance of this is maintaining that non-resistance. So even in taking that action, you are releasing attachment to the outcomes. You are simply acting on those impulses and allowing it to be whatever it's going to be. So what else can I channel here? I'm also hearing something about people, connections, and opportunities. So you are really lighting up in a very bright way energetically. You are stepping into something here. Stepping into a greater level of visibility. And when I say visibility, for some of you, yes, this could be fame, this could be the public eye, this could be you receiving a lot of recognition and public support for something that you are doing literally. But for others of you, this visibility is much more spiritual in nature, or I should say, regardless of how this visibility shows up in the physical world, it is spiritual in nature. You are visible in the quantum realm, meaning you've been radiating this powerful frequency that has been resounding throughout the quantum field of consciousness. And can I share more information about this? I feel like there is so much more here. I'm hearing finish what you started. Don't dig up a seed that you've planted. So part of this 9/9 portal, as we're calling it, by the way, this extends a few days after 9/9 and a few days before. Although, of course, for some of you, since time really doesn't exist at the level of energy, you might even be finding this video months or years in the future, and it might still be resonant for you. But anyway, I'm hearing don't dig up what you've planted. So you've planted a seed for something, but there's still this insecurity. There's still this uncertainty. It's the uncertainty of the farmer that plants the seed in the ground and wonders, is it going to grow? Because I don't see it sprouting above the earth yet. But the farmer plants that seed and has a deeper knowledge beyond the visible realm, has a trust that because of nature's operations and timing, that seed will take root and grow. And your guides are asking you to have the same trust in the divine order and timing of your life, because there's something that you've planted. And I feel in the past, you've dug up this seed, something that maybe you felt like wasn't happening for you because you kept planting the seed and then digging it back up again. Now you've planted the seed and you've been doing something different. You've been watering it. You've been nurturing it. It's been sprouting. And I'm feeling your guide saying, keep going on that track. Keep having trust in that seed, because you are going to increasingly see evidence of the way in which it is growing and manifesting itself into something visible. Can I channel more information about this? Release your fears. If you have any anxieties associated with this, especially with anxiety sitting on the throat chakra, it could be, again, getting back to kind of like the idea of clearing your throat. It's like you are or have been energetically clearing your throat in the way or in the sense that your energy has been cleared to allow you to have a voice that carries more power, is what the guides are saying. It's like because your energy has been cleared around your throat chakra in a specific way, your voice now carries more power. Now, this could be the literal sound of your speaking or singing voice, but this also could be the words you write, the way that you share your truth or your energy, because the throat chakra isn't just about the vocal tone or the written word. It's about you sharing the energy of your truth in some way. And you've been prepared to do this, but now is the time. And again, those steps forward in continuing to share your authentic truth seem to be fed to you through those creative urges that will occur to you. Now, there might be storms, because in such a massive timeline shift as the one that we are experiencing, this actually can bring up chaos. And I'm hearing prying eyes. So a lot of these storms or feelings of chaos may actually be coming from prying eyes, people who are privy to what you are doing or creating and feeling triggered by it in some way. Now, ultimately, triggering is meant to trigger us into activating into the highest version of ourselves. And when we trigger others, it's meant to activate them into the highest version of themselves. But I'm getting that there might be some who are taking that triggered energy, and instead of allowing it to activate them, they are projecting it back onto you. But you are meant to be focusing on, again, it's like channeling that energy internally, focusing, I'm hearing staying in your own lane, meaning not worrying about how other people or things are responding to you, but focusing on the energy that you are cultivating within yourself. Now, if you'd like some assistance in focusing your energy in this way, I would really recommend exploring the subliminal meditations that I've created through my Subliminals app, Sound and Soulful, which is now available in either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Personally, I've found that Subliminals for me have been the number one way to really keep my energy high and to keep myself focused vibrationally, energetically on my desires. And using subliminals to reprogram my own subconscious mind has helped me to manifest so many different things in my life. I still use my own Subliminals app to meditate every single day, and now overnight as well. So Subliminals are designed to deeply reprogram your subconscious mind, which is so powerful for the kind of energy work we're describing here, because it's actually the subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So utilizing subliminals to deeply reprogram your own subconscious mind can really assist you. It's kind of this backdoor fast track to manifesting in your life, because it can help you shift your energy much more quickly. So within my app, Sound and Soulful, I have subliminals for essentially every area of life. There are subliminals for physical appearance changes, mood shifts, for energy clearing, manifesting money, success, for love, relationships, so many different things. And when you sign up for an account within the app, you can create your own custom private playlists, and you can also listen overnight while you are sleeping. You can loop the playlist overnight while you are asleep. So there are so many different subliminals and features to explore in the app. And specifically for this reading, I would most highly recommend a few of my subliminals, which are my subliminal for love magnetism, if you're looking to attract more love into your life or deepen your connection with a specific person. There is also my subliminal for 7 chakra clearing, which is a wonderful, comprehensive, deep energy clearing tool, and my ultimate alchemist transformation, which is more so designed to really get the energy moving in a positive direction in all different areas of your life. So you can start out with any of these that appeal to you. You could also combine them into your own playlists, but these subliminals can really assist you in channeling and directing the energy around this specific portal and this massive timeline shift that we are undergoing. Now, I am picking up another message that with this timeline shift, I'm hearing again, if you allow this energy to flow rather than controlling it, if you do not dig up the seed that's been planted here, but allow it to grow with trust, staying in your lane, not paying any mind, I'm hearing don't pay attention to others, because attention is a literal tension or a resistance within yourself created when you're focusing externally. That's why instead you are meant to be channeling and directing that energy internally. When you do this and act on those creative urges, you are actually, as a byproduct, opening up to a huge amount of positive support. Now, I just see you so happy and supported in connections in your life. And I'm getting that for someone listening, this will be a major change up from what you've experienced in the past, because I am channeling someone here who's spent a lot of time hermiting, a lot of time feeling very isolated, feeling very alone. And I'm hearing the isolation is over. And as you take this timeline shift, you are going to be connecting with many, many positive, supportive forces in your life. But I'm hearing deep, fulfilling connection and support requires you to entirely face a fear of rejection. And the way that you do this is by doing what you've been doing without digging up that seed, so to speak, continuing to share yourself in this authentic way, allowing others to respond to you as they will, because this allows the so-called right people to find you. And I see that so many people have been seeking something that you have to offer, whether it's a creation, your art, your music, an idea, a vision, or just you, just the way that you share yourself with others. And being authentic is what allows the right ones to find you. This allows your people to find you. And I see so much support coming into your life. I cannot emphasize that enough. This is going to come in all forms, the guides are saying, because right now, as you listen to this, you might be more focused on one area of community, relationship, or support. That might be romantic for you. Maybe you've been really wanting to develop new friendships, new business partners, business opportunities, or just maybe it's community support, having people publicly follow you and support you for something you're doing or creating. Whatever this is for you, you might be focused on one area, but your guides want you to know you are going to receive all forms of support like you never have before, but it's because you are showing up more authentically and consistently than ever before. And once again, they just keep emphasizing with blossoming abundance reversed and anxiety reversed, how essential it is not to dig up this seed, in a sense, to keep what you've planted, whether that's a vision, an intention, something that you are creating or doing, to keep that seed in the ground with faith, releasing any fears or anxieties, because you are going to see this manifest into something beautiful as you continue allowing this energy to shift you very quickly. I'm hearing it's going to happen faster than you really could have imagined. Now, I'm going to go ahead and leave this portion of the reading here, but I'm feeling like I'm going to be heading on to a sort of part 2 where we're going to be actually looking at a very specific romantic relationship dynamic. Some of you might already know what this is because of how it's playing out in your personal life. Maybe you know why I've picked up on this on your energy, but I'm going to break up this video and get into those more romantic relationship details in another video. If you feel something major has been happening for you energetically or literally in your love life and you'd like to tune in for that future video, then I do recommend subscribing to the channel so that you get notified when I do post that next video. Of course, you can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post daily energy updates, inspiration, and information to keep your vibration in a heightened place and help you manifest your desires. If you do feel guided to explore the subliminals I've created as a tool for you to really help you manage and direct and channel these powerful energies, then I will be leaving a link to my app, Sound and Soulful, under the video, as well as listing out those specific subliminals I recommended earlier in this reading. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. I hope you have an amazing remainder of your day. Good luck with all of these powerful energies swirling in the air and in your life. And I look forward to connecting with you again in the next video.